Everybody to yet another stream here on YouTube. Back at it again. Now we're going to be doing something a little bit familiar here today. And by familiar, I mean I've done this before. Okay. Now you see, I've played SCP Observer here on the channel. You know, all in a good day's work. However, I did not manage to get far enough. I mean, okay, I got pretty far. Let me see. Yeah, I got to scenario 4. So I reached the end of the light containment zone. However, I never actually completed the light containment zone. And then we have all 4 of the heavy containment zone. So this is definitely going to be a horror stream. That's what we're doing here today. Yeah. So just give me a moment. I am taking a look at something right now. Alright, one sec. Alright. Yep, just making sure everything is working. I do this at the beginning of every stream. It's nothing new. Alright, check audio. Taking a look at something right now. Alright, one sec. Okay. I have a little bit less energy than last stream. As you could probably tell if you were present last stream. Not that anybody's here at this moment, but yeah, last stream when I was playing Clone Drone, I was bouncing off the walls, I was doing rants, I was yelling and screaming and whatnot. Well, there may be screaming here, but it's not going to be, you know, as desirable. So, what was something I was going to say? Oh yeah, you're going to hear me clearing my throat a whole lot. And I'm probably going to repeat this later in the stream. You're going to hear me clearing my throat a whole lot because I had something go down the wrong pipe earlier, and now it's like stuck on my bronchi or something. So I've been hacking my lungs up the whole day. And it's, you know how it is when you have fluid in what feels like your lungs. Anyways, I don't even know. Like, what would SCP-939 be like in this game? I've actually never seen it so far. So, because yeah, it is capable of mimicking human speech. I wonder if it'll do that. That'll make me defecate in my pants. Also, ignore any, like, voices that you hear in the background. Because, you know, speaking of imitating voices, because I told someone to shut up, and they won't. So, they're just going to probably keep talking in the background the entire time. So just try to ignore that if you can even hear it. So, okay. Well, I guess we're just going to get started right away. I mean, there's not really a reason to, like, wait, you know, for every moment. So here we go. Scenario 4. Let's get started. Hopefully I don't get jump scared right away. I have a feeling I will. Alright. Now, it's been... I am. Okay. Now, it's been a minute since I played this game, so I'm going to be a bit rusty. And by rusty, I mean I'm going to suck balls and get killed. So, bear with me here. Now, in the first hour, there's not a whole lot that you need to do, but I've got to worry about SCP-173, because he's active in this scenario. Now, I know he's even worse in the heavy containment zone, but... yeah, this is going to suck. Okay. So, let's see. Yep, he's already gone. Wonderful. Good Jesus, where's... Bro, he's already there? Sorry if I just jump scared you. Bro, he's already past the surveillance room. Okay. Big Birds and Tesla coil hallway. Bro, is he eating that guy's body or something? Okay, I need to watch out and not consume too much power. Alright. Dude. This mega virus SCP, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a serious problem. And it's only going to get worse. Why is my volume so low all of a sudden? That explains why I didn't get jump scared, but... Bro. 173 folded that guy like a taco. He really bent him over and shoved him wide. Alright. Okay, there he is. Alright, I'm gonna close that. This place is actually way worse. Oh, what's up, WX Analyst? 2 days in a row? Well, it's actually not, like, in a row because it was the other day, but 2 streams in a row, you mean? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're playing a horror game here today. Okay, 173 is still there. He's moving. Okay. Big Bird's not there. 173, okay. I might come back. That's right, my bad. Oh, yeah. It's fine. Okay. Opening that. Bro. Oh my god. Okay, we closed that on him. Dude, 173 is so rigged, it's incredible. So, what is the purpose objective-wise? I'm pretty sure you've been on the previous time I played this game, but I'll just remind you anyways. So, it's kind of like FNAF, except way, way worse. Like 70 times worse. So, I'm here in this security room within the SCP Foundation's facility, and I have to keep everything out until 6 hours passes and the security team arrives to pick me up. That's essentially the objective. Now, unlike FNAF, it's not like I'm just coming back to work and doing it again. Instead, it's more like every single scenario, or every single day or night, whatever, is a different scenario entirely. So they're not the same. Where did he go? Oh my god. Bro, I didn't even look away. Yeah, this can be really difficult, so we're going to be here a while. So, like I mentioned about it being worse than FNAF, we have way less power. Now, the kicker is we can rejuvenate our power with that little power box there. However, it depletes way faster, and there's more to keep track of. And also, there's a mega virus SCP that continuously drains our power. So, there's that, which is this thing. Excuse me. So, what is it? We have 3 main threats to worry about. We have the SCP with that is the plastic or porcelain mask. I don't remember which it is. And then we have that was the one that just killed me. Then we have Big Bird, is what I call him. He's this weird humanoid bird thing. And then the real one we got to worry about is SCP-173, which is one of the most famous SCPs. Basically, what it does, this is it right here. Now, it looks different every time you see, or basically every version of it looks different. So this one looks a bit different than in other versions of SCP related stuff. Basically what it does is it's known as the sculpture, and you have to look at it. And if you're not looking at it, it moves instantly. So it's kind of like a weeping angel, if you even know what that is, from Doctor Who. Except that's a body that just fell from the ceiling. That's nice. Except it's way worse, because a weeping angel is like you blink and it gets closer. This thing is you blink and you're dead. So there's literally, you cannot look away from this thing. It will move immediately. And they even nerfed it for this game, because if it wasn't nerfed, this thing would just show up here instantaneously and I'd be dead already. So yeah, but I gotta keep an eye on him. He's kind of like Foxy in FNAF 1, except basically his arrival is inevitable. Okay, well, Foxy works like that too. I should say more like Foxy can be deflected easily, while this thing, if I literally blink, then I'm dead. So, yeah. That was my rambling. Alright. 14 seconds to charge. God... Okay. Literally just started checking this. And then immediately get a power outage. Okay, Big Bird's there. Great. 173 is gone. Alright. Okay, Big Bird's leaving. Okay, great. 17. You see how he does that? So he shows he's there at one camera 1 minute, and then I look away for a second, and then he's off to the next. He's 2 cameras away. So yeah, like theoretically, it could just show up here right now and kill me, but this is the nerfed version. So I gotta watch out, bro. There's a random human standing in the middle of Jack Nowhere, waiting to die. You know what's even worse? 173 ignored him to come to me. He did. He literally went past the guy. He had to go past him when he showed up here. So that's nice. You're dead? Thanks. I appreciate the support. I can't say you're wrong, but... Well, I mean, I can, because I'm physically still alive, but... Okay, Big Bird's back here. Alright. Okay, Big Bird's leaving. Alright, he's there. I'm gonna close that. Shut this off. I need to check on... Great. 173's gone. So he's literally right outside. You gotta be kidding. Oh, wait. Oh, goody. So I was about to get my power supply back. What? Bro, everything's malfunctioning last minute. That is the last thing I need right now. Oh, goody. 173 is right outside. I'm dead. I'm literally dead. I can't take my eyes off him. We have 3 hours left, and he's outside. It's over. It's over. The only advantage to this is that this is like Freddy in FNAF 1, where if you're watching the corner the whole time, then you can also tell when Chica shows up, but not really. It's not really an advantage, because unlike Freddy, you can't just close the door every time you flip the camera up. Now, he can't go through the door if I have it closed, but if you know anything about common sense, you know that I can't just keep the door closed due to the power supply. Also, that little black, like, screen that it keeps flipping to, that's my character blinking, just so you know. The reason there's a blinking feature... Mother of God... Bro! .035 is going to be the death of me. Also, I don't know if that jump scared you, but it didn't jump scare me because I was rambling. But... yeah. Okay, so Unit 9-Tail Fox is being prepared for entry. They're basically, I don't know how to explain Epsilon 11 to somebody who doesn't know anything about SCP. So, basically, you can think of them like the containment crew that puts everything back in, well, containment. That's basically the summary of them. So that's 9-Tail Fox. That's who's arriving in 6 hours. Now, there are other containment teams as well, but the SCP Foundation has specific teams for specific purposes. So Nine-Tailed Fox is for more of a general purpose, and then Hammer Down is pretty much like, I don't know if they're better than Nine-Tailed Fox, but they show up if Nine-Tailed Fox fails, I believe. And then there are the more nuanced groups as well. So like the Maz Hatters are kind of like a cleanup crew. Then the Mole Rats are for like space shifting SCPs and other anomalies. And then there's like the White Rabbits for reality bending events. So yeah. Also, how did the 173 any not get in before that guy killed you? Oh, I have no idea. I do not know. I need to keep a closer eye on 035 because he seems to show up much more unpredictably. Welcome to the chat. So we have a new person here. Yeah, 035 seems to move much more unpredictably. Big Bird, maybe it's because I'm watching his side more, but yeah, he's definitely more telegraphed. Bro. 173 is just moving regardless of whether I'm watching him or not. I mean, that's the problem. He can basically move whenever he wants. Oh my god. What? Bro. We all saw that, right? We all saw me check the door and then immediately everything goes out and then I die right after. Dude, skip 173. I'm watching 035. You gotta be kidding. Dude, the problem with everything in this game is that the threat is unavoidable. So, like, I can't walk away from these TV screens without this thing popping up. But I can't get my power back without walking over to the power box. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Bro, 15 seconds to charge. I do not have 15 seconds. I'm going focus mode. Almost fell for his little trap. What? Bro, what? What? Excuse me? Dude. We all saw 173 just skip 3 cameras, right? Oh, Bro, Caden. WX analyst. We're seeing this, right? We're seeing this rigged crap, right? We're seeing this. I'm checking his cameras. I'm checking 173. No one was even at the door. Lights go out, or the system goes out. I fix it, dead. Just like that. 173 skips multiple cameras. This man's over here at my door immediately. Are we serious? This is peak entertainment? I bet it is. Another thing I don't understand, why don't you give me a handgun? I dang well know every SCP Foundation... Oh my god.
We would like to advise all surviving personnel once again, do not attempt to reach the exits. Either find a safe area or go into one of the many evacuation shelters inside the facility.
Great, okay. But it's like, I don't understand why... I mean, I dang well know the SCP Foundation security each have handguns. Like, at least a handgun. There's no way they're just throwing me in here with nothing. Where is 173? Did you see that? Where's 173? What's the face on the TVs? That's, okay, so that's some sort of SCP that's... It's like it's downloading a mega virus from its system to mine. So, it's obscuring my vision. Now, let me just note, the SCPs oh my god, the stuttering's incredible. They usually are not this cooperative with each other. The reason they're so cooperative here is because this game relies on that, right? But they're not actually this cooperative normally, right? If they were this cooperative, nothing would survive. Realistically, if you stick half of these things in a room together, they're going to kill each other. Or they're going to weirdly interact with each other. Because a lot of this stuff is just violent, random creatures. You know? Like, I know 173 at one point snapped SCP-096's neck in one iteration of whatever. Now, obviously not... Oh, not this again. I know that nothing in SCP is, like, officially canon, besides basic pieces of information, but at the same time, certain things obviously are important to note. Alright. Did you see Big Bird turn around? He was at the door and he turned around, and the door wasn't even closed. He just saw it start to close. He was like, oh, I'm out. It's whatever, you know. I didn't want him that bad anyways. He doesn't deal well with rejection. Okay. I gotta keep an eye on 035. Yep. There he goes. There she goes again. He's not paid enough to be put in this position. Dude, you think this is bad? Okay, well, there are a few things I can say about that. First of all, you think this is bad? Check out Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, dude. You're getting paid like $100 a week to be put in constant danger. Okay? I mean, if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that the SCP Foundation definitely pays its employees a decent wage. The second thing is that, unlike Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the SCP Foundation is prepared for this kind of thing and actively has containment teams with military-grade weaponry prepared to combat the threats like these, right? It's also important to note that individuals such as this random security guard are obviously not the priority of the SCP Foundation, right? So, you know, it's not like I'm playing as some very important character. Bro, what? You gotta be shitting me. What? How? How? We just... Fuck. Bro, I've been checking on this oh my god. The whole time I've been checking on him. Bro, when the lights go out, he's here. This man is worse than Freddy Fazbear. He's worse. He shows up not even the minute, the nanosecond the lights go out. He's here. Just know that the SCP that I keep getting killed by, he doesn't even have powers. He has none. In fact, this body that you see, that's not even the SCP. The SCP is the mask that he's wearing. Okay? The guy that it's on, that's just a body. I'm getting killed by a walking corpse. This thing it can't teleport in the darkness. He can't teleport at all. He's not Nightcrawler. There's no way he's showing up here the millisecond the lights go out. I'm giving up if I get killed one more time by him. But like I was saying, the SCP Foundation is actually prepared for these kinds of scenarios, minus my character not having a gun, which, just so you know, in anything else SCP related, I mean, the security guards would obviously have guns, right? And that's, I'm just asking for a freaking handgun, right? Most of these guys are probably swinging around P90s, so it's like, yeah, there's no... This kind of thing is not very, common, relatively. Also, the SCP Foundation is like... I mean, it's its own entity, but everybody is rocking military-grade funding and equipment, right? So, like, this isn't some run-down restaurant that I happen to be a security guard at that I'm getting paid nothing at, That'd be too helpful? Yeah, I know. Now, it wouldn't help me against anything else, but against 035, probably would, yeah. Yeah, I mean, 173, you'd be better off shooting at God, but because literally, 173, I'm pretty sure, is a god. It's like the manifestation of some sort of deity or something, and it happened to make a form for itself that stops when you look at it. I don't know if it's like to challenge itself or for fun, or I don't know, but yeah, shooting at it is pointless. Same thing with 096. There are a whole, just for context, there are entire videos, like animations, that this one guy made, where it's 096 versus literally the most powerful people of all time. Okay? So, like, one of this guy's one of this guy's animations with 096 is him fighting Superman. That's your context. So, and that's in the heavy containment area. So just so you know, if you look at his face, I'm dead. There is not even a bargain to it. I am a corpse. Oh my god, no, I see it. Come on. Bruh. So Caden. So WX analyst. Mr. Barker, whatever you want me to call you by. What do you think I should do after this? Because I'm losing my morale very quickly. I am losing my patience. My patience is depleted. What do you think I should do after I'm done with this? I can do Left 4 Dead. I can do, I guess I could do FNAF on Gmod. Voice crack, dang. I kind of want to do that after I'm done with this. I mean, it wasn't by 0:35 that time. Yeah, true. That's a little bit better. That's why I didn't just straight up quit. But yeah, but I mean, I feel like if I do something FNAF related, now not that all of FNAF is sitting in an office and staring at things, but since I'm doing that anyways, I feel like it would be appropriate, you know. Okay. I just heard a noise in the camera, but I'm not gonna bother checking it again. So. Bro. You notice what's missing from the camera? What? What? We're done. We're done. We're done. Dude. That is the fastest I've ever quit out of a game ever. That was impressive. That was actually impressive. I got killed with 5 hours at the beginning of 5 hours remaining. I was more worried about the missing 173. I was too. I mean, you literally saw me look at the cameras. You saw me look at everything. There was no way that anything else could be there. And then I turn around and he's there. Why? How? How'd he get there? How is that possible? Literally how? I don't know. We're playing Gmod now, but I'm going to need to optimize the display, so this may take a minute. Yeah. Normally, I don't, like, pull up what I'm using to record and everything while on stream, but I can't. You know, I switch games too abruptly. Normally, there's a smoother transition, but, like, what's a man to do, you know? Also, just so you know, my entire... like everything on Gmod looks weird, like weirder than usual, because basically what I have to do, oh, hang on. Okay, that was weird. Okay, that took longer than, that's weird. I had to turn the display mode, but then it started working normally, and I don't know. Anyways, we fixed it. But it looks weird because for whatever reason they did this stupid update, and clearly the update, whatever happened with it, wasn't intentional, but essentially what it did was it left my it's not even the resolution, basically everything on the menu and everything in general is zoomed out. It's zoomed weirdly out. Like, the resolution's the same and the screen is still congruent, but it's all zoomed out. So anyways, I messed with the resolution, and this is what we're settling for. Okay, things are a little bit zoomed in and a little bit beefier than usual, but it's really not that bad. Also, I have Star Wars wallpapers in the background, or I have a lot of wallpapers, actually. And for some reason, out of all the wallpapers I have, it pops up with Rey when I'm streaming. Like, really? Of all of them. Okay, I'll wait for another one to pop up. But, 5 Nights. Okay. Oh. Actually, hang on. Yeah. You got my front page add-ons up there. Let's see. Custom. Is this on? I think it's... Maybe it is. I think it's already on. Okay. Yep. New background. You got Freddy Fazbear's Pizza there. All right. See me. Okay. Well, because this is totally close enough, I'm doing Freddy Fazbear's Pizza next. And because it's more fair and it's more my thing, anyways. All right. Let's get started. Hey, Caden, how long were you on the previous stream? The one where I was playing Clone Drone? Because that was actually a really fun stream. That was probably my favorite or second favorite stream I've ever done, next to Super Seducer when I did that stream, which was my first stream on YouTube actually. But yeah, the last stream, that was a lot of fun because I mean it felt like a party, right? You had a lot of people there, a lot of good conversations. I still have the stupid... Hang on. My HUD is still Halo. What was I going to say? Yeah, there were a lot of people there, a lot of conversations to have, a lot of topics that are really cool. Speaking of cool things, I got this Death Trooper wallpaper. And what else? I mean, there was a lot to do. The challenges went pretty well, right? I completed 4 of them, but I got clowned on a lot of the time. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep about 30 minutes after I joined or something. You know the funniest thing about you saying that? On the last stream, I specifically brought up that people often fall asleep watching my stuff, and that I've been told that people fall asleep or that they fell asleep during it. And I said that on the stream, and one guy goes, how could they possibly fall asleep to you yelling, right? And he didn't mean it in a rude way, or at least I don't think so. But I thought that was funny. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people manage to fall asleep with me yelling into my microphone and ranting and whatnot. And then it's funny that you fell asleep during that, too. That's amazing. It was a rough week last week with the end of school. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so before I get started here, I want to change my skin up, right? Because I mean, I'm playing as a Spartan, but I want my usual. There we go. All right, better. And then let's do some setup here. This wasn't meant. Like, I wasn't meant to play Five Nights at Freddy's on Gmod today. So, now that I'm doing it, I'm just going to jack around. Because it's not like this was planned. So, I'm going to get myself a nice big office chair. There we go. Let's see. What else can I get here to just make it as dumb as possible? Let's get myself a bed. Where the bed's at. Oh, here we go. Just, you should do Clone Drone again if there isn't any more. Oh, there's a lot more to do on Clone Drone, but I'm a little burnt out of it. Okay, maybe not burnt out, but I did a lot of that. I completed 4 whole challenges, so I'd rather, do something else. I'm in a horror mood today. Also, I was really motivated to stream today because I saw a guy's comment on YouTube, and he said that my content is way too good for me to be such a small YouTuber. I thought that compliment was amazing. So that actually motivated me to start streaming today. Because I was planning on doing it anyways, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to. But that was definitely the thing that pushed me to do it. So yeah, you'll notice I have a lot of add-ons on Gmod. I think I have the gore add-on on still. Activated, I mean. But it's fine. I'm sure it's not that bad. Or, I mean, I know that it's horrible to look at, but, it's not bad enough to be... I almost said demonetized. That's funny. I'm not even monetized. What am I worrying about? What the... Okay, my thing's being weird. Alright. I got some Halo weapons here. Bro, what is happening with my Q button? Jesus. Okay. Got some Halo weapons here. Almost said add-ons. I mean, they are add-ons. Got some other stuff. There we go. Perfect. Let's see. Just know you can't kill the animatronics. So, don't ask me to do that, because it's not going to work. Alright. In fact, just to prove it to you. See? Alright. I'm also going to lower my volume a little bit because, you know, different game. Alright. Well, let's get started. Hey, Caden, you think I should, spawn in a friend for myself here? That was kind of funny. Yeah. Then there's me with like the world's worst setup and 48 subs and haven't posted in almost a year, but I'm going to try get a new computer soon after my birthday or something. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can. I mean, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that with enough random content, you can make something that people really enjoy, right? I'd say the first video that people really liked from me was, I believe, Death Note, but it's FNAF. And then I was very surprised because I would have thought that me rambling on a tier list wouldn't be very appealing. And then that video was actually decently viewed, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. And then I made my rom-com anime tier list, and that's one of my most watched videos. I mean, that was incredible how many people watched that, and I was like, wow. I mean, that's insane. I think it sits at like 500 views, something like that. Maybe it's way more now. I don't know. I'll have to check it. I mean, you can just check it yourself, I guess. But, yeah. And then I have a decent number of other videos that have been watched a lot, too. So, yeah. I mean, it really doesn't take a whole lot of, like, major stuff to get you going. But, people say a lot about, like, consistency. I don't know. I'm pretty much the most inconsistent person possible with recording and videos, so I don't really know. Then again, I am microscopic compared to a lot of other channels, so what do I know? Alright, well, let's get started. You said sure to me spawning in a friend? Okay. Let's see. What can I get here? I want a simple kind of person. I always do this when I play this map. It makes me feel more comfortable, and it's fun. Right? We're pretty much just goofing around now because, like, I didn't intend or plan to do this in the first place, so I'm just rolling with it. Alright, I got myself a Care Bear here. Let me get Care Bear. Why are his eyes white as snow? Dang. They are usually not so... Okay, never mind. I can see him now. Alright. Let's get yeah, there you go. A Lucky Bear. Lucky... Now listen up. If you do anything wrong, I will end your life. Do you understand me? Okay, anyways, alright, so I'm just going to get us started, and we'll get ready to rock and roll. Alright, let's fly up. There we go. Restart night 1. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright. Hopefully he, continues. There we go. The couch.
About the old locations, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant.
Hey, Lucky, you deal with the doors, alright? I'm gonna take a snooze.
I assure you, Fazbear is someone that is committed to family fun and above all, safety.
But, Lucky, get the doors, you moron.
Facial recognition.
Oh,
Now that being
Right.
said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week, but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seem to move around at night, and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You should be golden. Check the lights, throw the Freddy in if you need to. Keep the music box wound up.
Bro, Lucky, you scared the cheeks off me. Dang. Okay. Just so you know, Caden, well, first of all, I'm playing the phone calls for you because I don't know how much you know about FNAF or have seen of FNAF. Just so you know, in case you don't know, every time I say FNAF, it means Five Nights at Freddy's, right? It's the Ensign acronym. I've been messing with FNAF stuff since, like, forever. How old am I? Yeah, since I was, you know, little, I've been messing with FNAF stuff, right? So, not like birth, but you know what I mean. But yeah, this FNAF's actually the second ever horror thing I ever really looked at. Right next to, like, Jurassic Park was pretty much the first ever thing, but that's more of, like, I don't know, subtle horror. I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah. Okay, what we really want is the camera with Foxy, because Foxy's the only thing we need to watch. Okay, also, just so you know, this map is Gmod FNAF, so it combines Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and Five Nights at Freddy's 2 together. So that means that I need to close the doors and everything like FNAF 1 and watch the cameras, but then the animatronics from FNAF 2 are also here. And then there's the music box and Easter eggs and things like that. Excuse me. So, yeah. Okay. You have no idea how many times I've played this map. It is incredible. This is probably my favorite Gmod map, no joke. Okay. I guess I'll check on him manually then. Loser. Also, just so you know, he's the only animatronic that can keep you while in his starting position. See? Loser. Alright. Well, they're all here. So, guess we'll walk back. Let's go, Lucky. Just know I much prefer watching cameras in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. This isn't even FNAF 1, though. If this were FNAF 1... Okay, I thought I heard major movement. Okay. I'm gonna stop shooting things wildly and check the cameras. Okay, this is the camera we want. Stationary, watching Foxy at all times. If he moves, God cries. That's how it works. Alright. Lucky, get your cheeks back in there. Alright. Now, sometimes the camera can get frozen. Okay. Also, because this is Five Nights at Freddy's, there are Easter eggs everywhere and constant paranormal activity, so get used to pop-ups. Also, just know, I tend to not get as frightened as people did with Five Nights at Freddy's back in like 2016 and 2015, or 2014 for that matter. So don't expect me to like scream in fear every time there's a pop-up on screen, because that's what people used to do when they'd play like this map and others like it. Is they'd scream their heads. Hey bro, you go out there, okay? I'll cover you. There you go. You're a champion, Lucky. You're a champion. What just pushed me? Bro, my keyboard is failing me. My buttons aren't working. Okay. See, like, with pop-ups like that, it'd be much more entertaining if I just screamed upon seeing it. But most of the time I'm scared, or most of the time I'm, like, subtly freaked out. I'll ramble, and I'll talk, and I'll make jokes, and that's my coping mechanism, right? But some people like to scream. Now I'll yell upon getting jump scared, but that's usually in like Bigfoot where I do that. I don't do that so much here, although I have before. Now the problem with the camera being frozen is that, or if it gets frozen, is that there's no way to know if Foxy's moving then. Which means it's actually worse than if I just wasn't looking at the camera. Because then I look at it and assume that he's not moving. And he doesn't make noise when he runs. So, well, until he's like literally right in your face. So I don't want to risk it. Now it is night 1, so he's not going to run, but from next night on he could. Bro, move it, Lucky. Dang. Alright, let's see what I can get here. Get the Guardian Mini. This looks like something I could sneak into a building. Conceal carry. Wow, it was useless. Last bullet. There we go. Night 1 completed. There you go. Too easy. Too easy. Good job, Lucky. High fives all around. Here, let me give you a high five. Where's my high five machine? Hang on. Alright, there you go. High five. Alright. Loser. Alright. Mostly just got in the way, but it's alright. I like a little bit of moral support. Seriously, though, you keep your fat cheeks, like, not in front of me. That'd be preferable. Let's see what else we can get in here. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, I could get a Danganronpa character, or I could get... what I usually do, I usually get the Kaguya-sama characters in here. That's usually who I spawn in. But, I don't know, we could mix it up a little bit. Alright, what now?
Sitting in the back room. Those are from the previous location, and we just use them for parts now. The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology, but they were just so ugly, and the smell. So the company decided to just go in a whole new direction and make them super kid-friendly.
I'm just gonna get a bunch of weapons.
Shouldn't be able to walk around, but if they do, the whole Freddy head trick should work on them too. So whatever. I don't remember those old characters. Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Foxy ever appear in the hallway? Probably not. I was just curious. Like I said, he was always my favorite. They tried to remake Foxy, you know. They thought the first one was too scary, so they redesigned them to be more kid-friendly and put it in Kids Cove. To keep the toddlers entertained, you know. But kids these days just can't keep their hands to themselves. The staff literally had to put Foxy back together at the end of every shift. Eventually they just stopped trying and left them in some kind of take apart, put back together attraction. Now it's just a mess of parts. I think the employees refer to them as just the mangle. Okay, before I go, I wanted to ease your mind about any rumors you might have heard lately. You know how these local stories come and go and seldom mean anything. I can personally assure you that whatever is going on out there, however tragic it may be, has nothing to do with our establishment. It's just all rumor and speculation, people trying to make a buck, you know. Our guard during the day has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close. Okay, well anyway, hang in there and I'll talk with you tomorrow.
I'm trying to shove something up Foxy's anus sideways using this portal without having to get close to him, but it's not really working. Come on. Almost had it. I almost laid the gravity hammer down and then realized that would have killed you guys, so I'm not going to do that. Alright. You win this round, Foxer. Alright. Well, guess I'll just chill. Just like that. It's just me here now. All alone. Oh, finally. The hell was that? Oh! Kagi, you can walk forward. I'm sure it won't be that bad. See? No problem. Lucky, get your cheeks in the back. Where's the threat? I don't know what side the threat's on. I just closed both doors. I'm assuming it's on this side, but there's nothing on either side that I can see. Okay. That didn't work. All right. Kagi, you can. Here, I'll pull you forward. No reason to worry. You got this. No reason to worry. See? Good job. There you go. Alright, no problem. See? I'll keep you safe. Keep you safe. No issues at all. You guys are not very useful, you know, not very helpful, but that's okay. Here, just chill on the couch. There you go. See? I mean, I feel more relaxed with you just chilling. Now you see, that's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to chill on the couch and then stop chilling. Just relax, bro. Relax. Go with the flow. Not like that, though. I feel more comfortable with a gun in my hands, but now I'm just starting to feel uncomfortable. Alright, we're looking good. I keep wanting to, like, get power back and then remembering that I'm not playing SCP Observer anymore. Go away.
Hello.
Let's see. Alright. Frag out. Well, that didn't work. You guys want something more comfortable? I mean, we got beds. Here, I'll get you guys a sleeping bag. There you go. That's probably going to have to be for Shinomi. Foxy's about to move. He's running. Nerd, get wrecked. There we go. Good work, fellas. That was a team effort. See, if it wasn't for the sleeping bag, I wouldn't have turned my attention over this way. And I wouldn't have noticed Foxy. Bro, he's about to run again.
Hello.
Closing it. Kaguya, get back in here. Alright. Welcome back into the stream. I'm just panicking. Alright. Looks like Foxy's done running for now. Alright. Kaguya is the only one that's going to fit in that sleeping bag. Unless you just want to use that as a blanket. Oh, great. Foxy's running again. It's night 2, and he's about to run 3 times. Okay. Bro, the worst part about Toy Freddy, you can't see whether he's gone or not. Because he hides around the corner. Bro, everyone's spawning in. I'm just keeping the doors closed. It's not worth it. Alright. We're good. We're good on this side. Chica's still there. Go away. There we go. Success. Night 2 survived. Okay, that was the worst night 2 of all time. Let me tell you guys something. One of the details I've noticed anytime I play a FNAF game, and I mean like the actual FNAF game itself, not just a version of, you know, something in another game, is that anytime it's night 2, you're basically cursed to die. Like, it's going to kill you at least once, right? As like, night 1 was supposed to be a breeze, it's whatever. Night 2 is supposed to be to show you, hey, you're not a big shot. You can die at literally any moment to something stupid. So, yeah, good job, fellas. Team effort. I'm thinking every night I want to add 1 or 2 people to join us. Yeah. So, I'm thinking good old Kaguya. I'm going to give you good old Miyuki as well. There you go. Alright, what's today? WX Analyst, you still there?
Okay, so just to update you, there's been somewhat of an investigation going on. We may end up having to close for a few days. I don't know. I want to emphasize, though, that it's really just a precaution. After Entertainment denies any wrongdoing. These things happen sometimes. It'll all get sorted out in a few days. Just keep an eye on things, and I'll keep you posted. Just as a side note, though, try to avoid eye contact
Oh, okay. Good to see you're still there.
Aggressive towards the staff. They interact with the aliens fine, but when they encounter themselves, they just stare. Anyway, hang tight, it'll all pass. Good night.
Alright. So, for a little context while we're here, in Kaguya-sama Love is War, the character that I already spawned in, Kaguya Shinomiya right here, she's basically like these two are, well, by the end they're together, right? So I feel like we want a little bit of cooperation. No, Lucky, that is not a comment about like having couples in here, okay? If you think that, I'm gonna blow your freaking head off and then, you know, get a new Care Bear. All right, so don't get any funny ideas. As for you two, just be calm. That's pretty much it, and just don't get in my way, which is gonna become progressively more difficult as things get harder. But it'll be okay. Here, I kind of want to have the death note just in case things get bad enough. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about writing one of your names in it if things get bad. But yeah. As for you, do I just like write your nickname or what? Because you don't really seem to have a name. Alright. Oh yeah, this is going to become a problem. Also, I saw that "It's me" written on the wall. I don't think I didn't see that. Well, you guys watch over the office. I'm going to take a little nap here. There we go, sleeping bag time. My neck's cut inside of it. Close the doors! Lucky, what was that? Bro, Freddy Fazbear's cheeks just showed up at the door, and you body blocked me with all that mass. Okay? Look at that. Wait, no, take a look. Take a look outside the window. Take a look. Oh my god. There you go. What do you see? What do you see outside that window? Yourself. We got a Joker here, guys. we got a freaking jokester, okay? Yeah, alright. So, just so you guys know, we're not playing around in this office no more, alright? I want that to... Oh, God! So, oh my good God almighty. So that's why we watch Foxy. That's why we watch Foxy. That's why we do it. He just ruined us. Okay, so it's still just me here. Caden, I really hope you didn't fall asleep for that, because that was actually insane. I'm just gonna try to not look at the corner. I don't even want to think about it. Those are some of my favorite characters, man. Not Lucky though, I blew his head off, but wow, that was actually sickening. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't even know what to say to that other than just wow. I mean, the night's still going, but I died, so like I don't know. Maybe they just don't care. That's fine if they just don't care. Wow. That was... Bro, I'm so sorry, you guys. I was not looking at Foxy when I should have been, and I was reckless, and I just paid the ultimate price. That was way past the ultimate price. I mean, that was Foxy's price. That was his very special super secret price. Why can't I see my hands anymore? What's going on? I'd like to see my hands, please. What is going on? Well, I just got messed up. You gotta be kidding me. Great, the game's bugged too. This has been absolutely horrible. This has gone right to the deepest depths of the afterlife. Wow. Yeah. Nothing works. Literally nothing. Toy Chica, go away. I'm mourning. Wow. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. I don't even know what to say. At least the security tablet still works. I mean, that's like the only thing I actually need here. Okay. Look, I need a new buddy to get over the last few dying. So I'm gonna spawn someone new, and they'll make me feel good. They'll make me feel better. Not like that though. Here, let's see what we can get here. Puppy monkey baby, sure thing. You're hired. Alright. Keep watch. Don't let anything kill me. Okay? Here, I want you to be really tall too. Even better. There you go. You're welcome. You're gonna attract all the attract all the mates now. They're all yours. Not me though. Don't even think about that. I'll just kill you immediately. I'm getting the death note. It's much cleaner that way. Alright. Jesus. I realize now that this is a horrible idea. It's hard to see over you. Oh, sweet. The laggy, glitchy thing's gone now. I can see all my weapons. Okay, this is actually going to be a problem. I cannot see over you. You can't? You're right, I can't. I can't see over him. Here, I have a good idea. You go out there and be a sacrifice. Okay? There you go. No, you can't come in. Bad. Alright. Cool. Now that I can see things. What is going on with my W key? Everything's going horribly wrong. Well, back up, brother. Jesus. Oh! Thing just spawned on top of me. Why am I still here? Why is any of this here? Go away, Bonnie. I don't want you in my corner anymore. This is horrible. You know what? Just die. Yeah, there you go. Oh goody, the night's over. Okay. Wow, this has been, I don't even, it just gets worse, dude. It just gets worse and worse. I need a new friend. Here, let's see. Who's somebody that can just chill? Somebody that I don't need to constantly babysit. Let me see. I don't really know. Here, let's take a look here. Let's go with maybe, let's go with Ryoma. There you go. Alright. Also, contrary to what you might think, he is not a little kid. He's actually like 18, 19, 20, something like that. He's just kind of small. He's sort of a dwarf. Alright, what do you want now? Oh, right. Also, I just want to note that this phone call here, this is from FNAF 3. The previous 3 phone calls were from FNAF 2. I don't know why they have another one. It's Gmod's FNAF. It's not like actually, you know, canon, obviously.
Please pay close attention while learning how to operate these suits, as accidents, injuries, death,
Yeah, injuries. We know all about that.
can occur. First, we'll discuss how to operate the mascots when they are in animatronic form. For ease of operation, the animatronics are set to turn and walk.
Oh god, it's attached to me. Oh god, get it off. It's gross.
Making sure the animatronics stay where the children are for maximum entertainment /
No comment.
value. To change the animatronics to suit mode, insert and turn firmly the hand crank provided by the manufacturer. Turning the crank will recoil and compress the animatronic part around the sides of the suit, providing room to climb inside. Please make sure the spring locks are fastened tight to ensure the animatronic devices remain fixed. We will cover this in more detail in tomorrow's session. Remember to smile.
What? Oh my god, Golden Freddy. We just got killed by an enemy that can't be counted. Hey friend, I'm looking at you. Screw it. This is the ultimate price to pay. Okay. Let's see. Monosuke, whatever your name is. You. I want you. Atomic Rainbow. Hit him with it. Hit him with the atomic rainbow. Where's the atomic I don't... There's nothing. Oh, great. More crap. Bomb it! Hit him with it! Hit him with... Oh!